it's immensely frustrating, but I'm afraid it's indicative of many projects in Scarborough where the lack of engagement from the current leader of the administration of Councillor Siddons has left people in limbo. He professes to be open and transparent and engage, but unfortunately doesn't appear to practice this, as evidenced by Mr Gibbs' very obvious sadness and frustration at having to back off from the project.
And personally then, in your opinion, what does this withdrawal actually mean for residents of the Borough of Scarborough?
I think that the project, if it had come to fruition, even as it was being developed, would have meant local jobs. And it's very evident that the very small scale development, or rather the Wheel and the Crazy Golf, have not employed the same number of people as it could have done. The Castle Ward and the town centre are very deprived areas, and that would have been local jobs for local people, and they would have been all year round. It wasn't just for the few months that the Wheel and the Crazy Golf have operated for each year.
And with Mr Gibb saying, you know, that what Councillor Siddons said on Monday at full council, that talks are continuing, and that couldn't be further from the truth. What are your, well, who do you believe?
I think I believe Mr Gibbs, because he's shown a marvellous commitment to Scarborough in the last few years in continuing to try and engage with the leader. I'm not sure if the officers maybe have a different opinion, but Councillor Siddons needs to take responsibility for this. He is Scarborough. When people look at Scarborough, that's who they see. That is the figurehead, the leader of our local authority. And if he's not able to bring in the promised regeneration, then there needs to be something, there needs to change. And hopefully this rejection by a very large local business concern should be taken seriously, and consideration given to the consequences for any other regeneration projects in Scarborough.
So what do you want to see happen now?
I'd like to see Councillor Siddons showing how he is engaged, try and prove Mr Gibb wrong, but I don't think that's going to be possible, because, as I've said, he's has a pattern of promising engagement, promising to people that they will get an involvement in projects and not delivering. And
what do you want to see on the Futurist theatre site now that Flamingo Land have kind of withdrawn its interest and they were the preferred bidders?
I think that there's some very important changes in local government happening from May onwards, and hopefully the door can be reopened with a good outcome for Scarborough. And I would love it to be the preferred bidder, because I think you should reward his commitment to the town. But if Flamingo Land have finally had enough, then I could really, really sympathise with them as well. We need to be open. We need to be open to engage with people and listen to our local residents and serve their needs. And that's all we're here for. And I hope Councillor Siddons endeavours to do that in the future.